Hey everyone, I am Ella Joy C. Tirana from BSMRS 1. This is my video presentation about the dangers of deception. A pleasant day. What is dangers of deception? Dangers of deception. No one is like to be deceived. There is an inherent desire in each human being to know the truth and be told the truth. Even when society and culture places sneers all around us with a false promise of happiness. The moment that people take the bait and compromise themselves, the very people who place the sneers are the very first to point the finger and to impugn their victim's character, applying labels to destroy their reputations. The motivations for doing this are many, too many to discuss here. Some of the more obvious and insidious motivation are that people are looking for salacious headlines. They are trying to destroy a political opponent or a possible even are out for revenge in vengeance. Deception is very dangerous. When discovered, it breaks the bonds of the trust that we share with each other. It makes it harder to develop trust with others in the future. It sets up a stage where the economic potential of the people can be adversely affected. Deception undermines the unwritten rules of societal interaction. And the very act of deception is born from a self-serving desire to manipulate the circumstances of the others in order to gain a more favorable advantage in those circumstances. While there are some of people who actually receive great pleasure from the ability to deceive and rejoice in the consequences that others find themselves when they believe the lie. Most of people in their core feel shame once they have deceived another. The writer of this proverb likens the person deceiving as a maniac who randomly shoot flaming arrows of death. That is a powerful word picture. Only a maniac would shoot arrows, let alone flaming arrows of death randomly into crowd. Deception affects more than just the person or the persons who are the intended target. It affects the lives of everyone around them, and potentially the lives of the people who or the target will interact with in the future. Deception does not only change the circumstances of the victims but also of the perpetrator rather. Thank you. So now, what is deception? Deception is one of the sins that is practiced often but rarely tolerated, the lowest of the low. In the society are liars and thieves. Deception is just another form of lying, but with a stronger degree of wrong because of deceiver purposefully misleads others into believing that the lie is really what is true. In many cases, deception is dangerous. and has been the cause of death for many who have been the unknowing victims of deception. Forms of deception. The exclusion of facts necessary to make a good judgment considering a situation, and the falsely and advisedly affects the truth nature of the situation. Next one is the alteration of existing facts to fit a particular narrative so that it favors a particular person, entity, or cause. Next one is the fabrication of information that does not have any basis in fact whatsoever. Next one is the promotion of an alternative or truth to slave our own conscience, the art justifying our actions. Next is, what is the difference between deception and lying? Deception refers to the act, big or small, cruel or kind, of encouraging people to believe information that is not true. Lying is a common form of deception, stating something known to be untrue with the intent of deceit. What are the effects of deception? During the communication process, the effects of deception on the deceiver appear as changes in perception of one's power as well as a relation closeness. Additionally, the emotion of fear, guilt, and shame can lead to suspicion and probing the target that can further aggravate situational cognition. What are the advantages and disadvantages of deception? Advantages of deception: of the trust of participants that creates a bad reputation for psychological research, and the disadvantages is can lead to suspicion among participants, causing them to behave in a way that they are normally would not.